Alright people, so I will show you how many CDs and the rest of my stuffs I have. And so let's begin. So that it's my computer, it's my PC. It's not really often on. I'm using mostly here my mobile phone that I'm holding. And yeah, let's begin. You can see I have many CD albums in my room, in my hands. So I will show you clearly as hell. So let's begin here. I have all studio albums from Dream Theater, a progressive metal band from USA. And here, this is all from Dream Theater. The Last Not Forgotten, Master of Puppets, Train of Through, the instrumental before the recording album Train of Through for here. The black. Yeah, Live at Budokan. Live at Budokan. Last Not Forgotten, dramatic turn of events, first with Mike Mangini. I find Mangini is a little better than Portnoy, but both drummers are really good. But I prefer more Mike Mangini. Images and Words, Live in Japan, 2017, and Distant Memories from the live album 20 Years, Science from Memory, and will be 20 years old, yeah. And from the album Distance Over Time, and here the new album, A View from the Top of the World, the brilliant album, brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant, yeah. Brilliant. Images and words as well. So, with the Flower Kings from Sweden, Uppsala. Yeah, and here is the Morbid 1 and the Morbid 2. This is the best of death metal bands. Cradle of Filth, Asia, Venom, Welcome to Hell, and Black Metal. The first two albums from Venom I have, but they made many of albums. Yeah, the first black metal band in the world, Venom. Okay, the black, completely black, but this is Black Symphony because the red ender is Black Symphony Tears Blood. Live album from the Flower Kings. Yeah. And Roine Stolt, the Flower King. Roine Stolt is the guitarist, the man that he joined is from his solo album The Flower King. And after touring 1994, they felt as a real group to today, and they made it. Yeah, Flower Kings was born, and yeah, Flower Kings here. So let's begin here. All Black Sabbath. I have this as debut album, the first metal album in the world. Black Sabbath 13, yeah. Master of Reality, Dehumanizer, and 13. I have momentary only 4 albums from Black Sabbath, but I want to buy more. Neal Morse. Neal Morse is the singer, the keyboarder, the guitar player, mostly acoustic, and he was a member of Spock's Beard. And he made solo albums like with drummer Mike Portnoy too, the ex-member of Dream Theater, like ex-member from Spock's Beard here, Mr. Neal Morse. Progressive rock and Christianity rock. I'm happy that I can't speak this word because I'm Satanist, yeah? Intergender Levy. So, and Neal Morse and the Neal Morse Band, but I like his songs and so and blah blah blah. His text, too religious and not really, but his songs are only songs and so on, his voice and so, yeah, enjoyable. So let's begin here. Inagada da Vida from Iron Butterfly. This is the oldest CD, not when I bought it, the oldest CD, all of my 467 CDs actually here in my collection, was the most early released. When Inagada da Vida was released, all the CDs after this was not exist in the 16th. Yeah, Kaipa. Where is it? Here. Kaipa. Urskok. he's Swedish. Roine Stolt was a member of Kaipa. And I can see David Gilmour, Star One, Toto, the newest album from the band 7 years ago. Yeah, look at here, King Crimson. Yeah, with Robert Fripp in the Court of the Crimson King, with Wave of Poseidon, Islands and Red. Except the German band. Translate the Dark Half. Boston, Spock's Beard. So, the live albums from Spock's Beard. Let's go to Spock's Beard. Yeah. Okay, moment here, the early Pink Floyd. This is for Secrets More at the Mother. Yeah. Metal is a classic. The Dark Side of the Moon is a classic, which we hear is classic. Animals, The Wall, and so. And here, this album, Mem, Relapse of Reason, is so cool, yeah. Pink Floyd, Delicate Side of Thunder, yeah. Division Bell. And the last album, The Endless River. I can read. So let's begin with Spock's Beard. Here they're all studio albums, except okay, all studio albums here, and here over him is the live albums. Neal Morse, yes, from here, was a member from The Light Till Snow, great albums. And so with singer Nick DiVigilio from drums till here. And now with Ted Leinart, all the three singers out the world is very good. So that is here, and let's begin here. So we begin with here. You can see Genesis, the prog band from the 70s, through Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford. So Trespass, yeah, and let's begin here. The Nursery Crime, Foxtrot, Genesis Live, Selling England by the Pound. The Lamp Lies Down Broadway, and so Trick of the Tail, Win and Wuthering, Seconds Out, and then there was Reduke, Abacup, Three Sides Live. I will become days later 3 Sides Live again, and in new and in better and the original version. One of my best friend have this, and we heard, and I was so happy. Genesis Live, The Walks. On Calling All Stations is the one album that I have but that it's so Wars. The Tangent with Andy Tillison, a small jazz band, rock, jazz and soul, yeah. Let's begin with Metallica, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Metallica, Black Album, Load, Reload, okay, Garage Inns, Set Anger. Many fans say that Set Anger is the Wars album from then, but for me personally, our Load and Reload the Wars. I find Set Anger is much better, because the trash was back. Death Magnetic and, yeah, up till by here, better albums again. Yeah, but Metallica. Sorry, my hand is shaking. Flying Colors. So, let's begin with the Behind. About with. Can you read this? Okay, it's bad. Wait a moment. So, right, I took all the CDs here from the Behind. Let's begin with here the right. Fish, the former Marillion singer. After his departure of the band, he made the solo albums. Ultimate Survivor, the band from, do you know, from the song Eye of the Tiger. GTR with Steve Howe and Steve Hackett. Apropos Steve Hackett, I will show it here. So, the first, let's begin. Slayer, one of the big four. Metallica, Megadeth I have it too. Metallica I showed. So, the third, Slayer, and the fourth is Anthrax by I Don't Have None album from Anthrax, but I will buy it, but the first I will listen. When? I don't know. Slayer, Rain and Blood, so it's heaven, and so yeah, look at here. Diablos in Musica, God hates us all. Yeah, God, you didn't exist, but you can hate me as you want because I'm Satanist. Yeah, hey Satan. Christ Illusion, Repentantless, and a tribute to Slayer. So let's begin with Steve Hackett. Steve Hackett was the guitar player here by Genesis, from Nursery Crime till Seconds Out. And after his dispatcher from Genesis, he makes Solo Carrier. It's really the same success with Genesis 2. Yeah, please don't touch Spectre Mornings. Defector, personally, is really great. Yeah, Genesis Revisited 1 can be better, but the Genesis Revisited 2, I don't have it actually, but it's much better. Dark Town, Wolflight. The last 4, the Night Siren or Serum. Sorry for my bad English. Yeah, At the Edge of Light, and the Mediterranean Sky and Surrender of Silence, the 4 top album ever. And so, yeah, like Please Don't Touch 2, Defector, or the debut here, but I don't have, but I want, Voyage of the Acolyte. So, I will now to tidy up here behind, and so wait. So, it's magic. So, let's begin here. Amon Amarth, the Swedish melodic death metal band. I have all studio albums, but no live albums. Here we go with Motörhead. So here I have Dir En Grey. Sorry for my shaking. Yeah, Dir En Grey. This is by Withering to Death. It's only one that the booklet here, yeah, it's too fat and didn't go in this here. This is the only one that I have, but this album it's adorable great. Yeah, like Dem Spiro Spero, and here the Enslaved World. So here's I have this, but it's not really yeah, Japanese death metal, Japanese metal bands, yeah, with devil and so. This is the only one album that I have, but this is not really an album physically. This is only Kurva. Get in there. Oopsala. It's okay. So, Stone Fury, Adrenaline Mob. Here all the from Balflare. It's a Japanese power metal band from Tokyo. Oh, carefully, yeah. Balflare, Tempest, Sleeping Hollow, Downpour. Yeah, okay, the credit card and so yeah. Another card is a SIM card, but it's so. And Versailles, from Japan, yeah. Lyrical Sympathy and Noble. So let's begin here with the Motörhead. Emperor. Only the debut album is the one that I don't have, that's calling only Motörhead. The better version from Emperor with new songs and so. I must know the story. Overkill, Bomber, 8 of Spades, No Sleep Still Hammersmith, I'm Fresh, Another Perfect Day, yeah, Rock and Roll, 1916, Bastards, Sacrifice, yeah, We Are Motörhead, Hammered, Inferno, Better Life and Better Motörhead, and The World Is Yours, here, The World Is Yours, Aftershock, and the last album, Best Album 2, Bad Magic. And after Lemmy was death, passed away. Yeah, rest in peace, hail Satan, Lemmy, with all your positive life, and let's begin. Wait a moment. I had forgotten to stock the 3 CDs here in the Versailles. So, let's begin with Down Under, with the band Yes, and Steve Howe solo albums. Yes, with the Yes, Fragile, Close to the Edge, The Monolith, Relayer, going for the Tomato, Drama, Yes shows, and here the 80s, only 2 albums from the 80s, no 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the live album. Case to Ascension 2, The Union, yeah, Union and Talk also here between. I don't have it, I don't want to have it because they're really fucking worse. So, Open Your Eyes, I find Open Your Eyes is more rock than Union and Talk. The Ladder, Live from House of Blues, Magnification, Fly From Here, and The Quest. And here, between here, must be to have heaven and earth, but for me it's so boring and it's embarrassing. It's not good album. It's so yeah. Steve Howe, Love is the links. Let's begin the Ayreon with the Dutch musician Arjen Anthony Lucassen. Yeah, with the Final Experiment, Actual Fantasy, Intellectual Castle, Fly the Migrator, and so on. It's a progressive metal, progressive rock, space opera, musical metal. Robert Resinek. Stratovarius, the Finnish power metal. Infinite, especially, is so great. Elysium and Eternal. Nemesis is great too, or rare. Yeah. So you can see here two plectrums left from Genesis, also the tribute from Genesis that I was with my best friends in concert, and here Metallica, the tribute, kurwa, yeah, Metallica, I get it, I got it. So let's begin one down under. House of Cards, yeah, will be in Saga with Michael Sadler, Crichton, Negus, and Greg, Chet, and Gilmour. Kurwa. Sorry for the shaking again. Let's begin Saga. Images of Twilight, Silent Night, In Transit. This is Security of Illusion, Generation 13. Yeah. Let's begin here. House of Cards, Marathon Network, Trust. 10,000 Days. The Human Condition, only album with not Michael Sadler as singer, but Rob Moretti sang here. Yeah, and after Sadler's pause, also break, he comes back to the band, and he is still today. Michael Sadler was a great vocalist. 2020 Saga City, live in Hamburg. Rock of Ages, yeah, so good so far. It's so great live album. And the newest album, Symmetry. Hope they will make a new studio album, yeah. So, let's go in the dark of Satan. Let's begin with the extreme fast aggressive bands. Impiety, yeah, Skull fucking Armageddon, Paramount Evil, Formidonis Nex Cultus, Terror Reign, Worshippers of the Seventh Tyranny, Ravage and Conquer. Yeah, they made 9 studio albums that you can see. I have 6 at the moment. And so let's begin with Mayhem, Out from the Dark, yeah, live in Jesheim. Okay, and here begin the studio albums. The Mysteries Dom Satanas, here. And Grand Declaration of War, Chimera, Ordo et Chaos, Esoteric Warfare, and Demon. Especially Grand Declaration of War till Esoteric Warfare, the 4th here. Oh, the drummer is so shotgun fast. Not really completely fast as Spencer Privet from Archspire, but he's clear near. And Disaster and all the other drummers, the fast as you can only repeat it. So Demon is the only album that is really good, but not my favorite. Even the debut album Black Metal 2 is better than Demon. So let's begin with the band Satan. Okay, Mayhem, Atavistic Black Disorder here. Atavistic Black Disorder. Okay, let's begin. Satan, Cruel Magic, and Satan, Earth Infernal. This is a Satanic band too, The Dark, but they're not aggressive as well as Impiety and Mayhem. They play metal too, but heavy metal, like rock and roll, like funny metal, not aggressive. So let's begin here. Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, Howe. So this is a studio album, and that is here's a live album. This is the members from here, from Yes. That they can say it is the second Yes band. Yeah. So Transatlantic with Morse, Neal Morse, Mike Portnoy, Roy Nestold, and Pete Trevivus, the bass player by Marillion. 5 albums that they made it. Simte, The Whirlwind, and The Absolute Universe, my favorites. I most hear the most. So let's begin with Down Under. Yes, my things with Bluetooth and so on. The reserved that if I forget or lost of the gum illusions from my in-ear hearer, don't worry, I have 8 reserve. So with the Down Under, let's begin with Marillion from the bass player Pete Travis from here. Yeah, with Fish, the singer that I showed you his solo album, yeah. To B-sides, no, to the live album The Searing Magpie in the Grey. Yeah. So, and after this, the new singer is till today, but great too, Steve Hogarth as H, and here begin it. Yeah, with more albums. Yeah. And here's the end an hour before it's dark, the new studio album. And here let's begin the Liquid Tension experiment. They made 3 albums, but I don't have the debut album, but I know the debut album still. I was a kid. Arena, Pride, and the down here is The Visitor from Arena. Let's begin with Rush. Rush was the first band in my life that I heard rock and learned to know rock. What is rock? Still Dream Theater 2 from metal. So, you know it now. Rush, Fly By Night, Carriers of Steel, 2112. All over the stage. Farewell to Kings, Hemispheres, Permanent Waves, Moving Pictures. Yeah. Signals, Grace Under Pressure, Power Windows, Show Your Hands, and blah 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 blah. Counterparts is so rock, hard rock, good. And the last album, Clockwork Angels, here. Great album too. And here, the white, is the Trebit band from Rush, from Italia, La Villa Strangiato. La Villa Strangiato is the music, the last track from the album Hemispheres. Here, La Villa Strangiato, and here, La Villa Strangiato. Permanent waves, also permanent changes, and here, original permanent waves. So let's begin with Under. Shaking, 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 shaking. Ooh, spider bolt here by me. So let's begin with Megadeth. Megadeth, the musician Dave Mustaine, the guitar player, still today the constant member. He was the founder by Metallica. He was fired, and yeah, he joined the own band Megadeth. Killing's my business, and business is good. But who's buying? Rest in peace. Showing the euthanasia, cryptic writings, and yeah, and United Abominations. So Endgame, and so yeah, 13, Dystopia, and the newest album here, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. I have it. Buy it. It's great, people. I can say it. Pentra, Vulgar of the Distant Power, yeah, Beyond Driven, and so Pentra, and here now we begin with the Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, here's my computer, and I'm holding here Cannibal Corpse, Bloodthirst, Gore Obsessed, The Wretch Spawn Kill, and Violence and Imagent. So let's begin here with the death. Yeah, death. So yeah, Sepultura. Cairo is the band, prog rock band. Oh fuck, prog rock band here. Only 3 albums made it. And let's begin with the Brazilian band Angra. Yeah, Angra is also finished with a brand new album that will release at this year 2023. Like Metallica 2, 7th Seasons, and the 14th April. Don't forget it. Angra. So let's begin with Angra. And let's begin Curva. Let's begin here with Roger Waters, the 4 album from Roger Waters, Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking, Radio Chaos, and Mr. Death, and Is This the Life You Really Want? And here the last one, Soul Fault in Harmonia Universale. So, and we begin with the last. Rini, why you're shaking, you moron? Okay. We begin with the German band from Hanover, Eloy. Eloy by Mark Burneman. Inside Floating with a Passion, Down Ocean, Life, Sign, Cries, and Mighty Echoes, Colors, Planets, Time to Turn, Performance, Metromania, Chronicles. I have the one from Chronicles. And here we're gonna The Tides Return Forever, Ocean 2, Visionary, Soen, the Dark Year, Sovereign Imperial, Emperor, the Nightside Eclipse, the Black Metal 2. Here the Azrael Dimension Trivium, the Trivium I have here, or the Trivium. Let's begin with Opeth. Opeth, a Swedish band with Orchid, Morning Rise, and so, yeah, Blackwater Park, Deliverance, and so right here, Rock Hard Open Festival, Heritage, Pale Communion, and so. Let's begin with Symphony X. Yeah, Symphony X, Twilight and Olympus, and some Underworld. Let's begin here by Adagio, the last by 4 albums from Adagio. Underworld, Dominate, Urchin Girls in Black, and Life. Yeah. So it's finish. Yeah, I'm drinking mineral water like coffee and some beers, but only in the weekend with my best friends. And so, yeah, tea. So it's my spider. I had called him Umaguma. Umaguma is the fourth album from Pink Floyd. Umaguma. It is a funny name. I have this from IKEA, made from Sagoskat. Yeah. And so, a new one from me for you. I have the Satanic Bible. You can read all of them, but it's not in English and not in Polish. Hail Satan, stay. And to catalog books from their music, guitars, and so and blah blah blah, drums. Yeah, drums and electric drums and real drums. Here are the real drums you can see. Bass guitars. I'm a big fan of Ibanez. Where is Ibanez? Okay. Doesn't matter. Yamaha. Guitars, electric guitars. Yeah. Bass, guitars, and so on. Blah 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 blah. That's all of them, and so that I can read, I can watch, and so on. Right here, this. Hail Satan, and so, yeah. So, in the album I have actually 47. Yeah. I ordered it from my best friend. 3 albums. The Artspire, Bleed in the Future. Brutal like Impiety and Mayhem. But I'm waiting, and I don't know where he is. And Steve Hackett, Out of the Tunnel's Mouth. It's from here. It's and Genesis 3 Sides Live that I told you by here. I have this version, but my best friend have a better and the original version, and I was so happy that I wanted to hear it, and he ordered for me. I paid it with my money to him, and so yeah, fair must be fair. That it's relationship with his friends, and so write in the comments. Go in my Instagram under Rini Molevsky with the same profile pic, and yeah. If you find the videos good and know the know, and so blah 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 blah. See you in the next video.